more!
So a few weeks ago, I tweeted saying, I think it's time to start planning my next trip to space. I thought this might be a fun, subtle hint towards a project I'm working on right now. Something that everybody would get, but nobody would know for sure. Yeah, it turns out when 80% of your projects are space-themed and 100% of your tweets are nonsense, the subtlety is entirely lost on everyone. That's the door. I'm doing a tour. A KickThePj space trip tour. Yep. That is right, a KickThePj tour, everybody. Woo! So, context. Earlier this year, I did a couple of work-in-progress shows down here in Brighton. I just wanted to test the waters, you know, check the temperature, dip my toes in. And it turns out the water's quite warm. I'm going to stop that analogy right now. It's not making any sense. What I'm trying to say is that I did a live show and I loved it. As soon as I stepped off stage, I couldn't wait to get back on again. Alas, the Brighton shows were just a work in progress. I needed to take away what worked, what didn't work, so I could mold it and form it into something newer and bigger and better. And that's what we've done. And so we are finally ready to tell Space Trip as a full 90-minute finished story live on stage around the UK, peoples and meeples. Here are some answers to questions you may have. What is Space Trip? If you imagine all the components that make for a classic KickThePj story, weirdness, darkness, surreal, goof, spoof, space, colors, music, emotion, odd characters, absurd worlds, strange costumes, handcrafted props, all of that mashed together but on stage, live, in front of you, basically. It truly is a space trip. More specifically, what is Space Trip? Okay, more specifically, it is the story of space adventurer PJ, also sometimes known as Planet Kid, as he crash lands on some unknown dangerous planet where everything wants him dead. He must survive the most dangerous night of his life and get off the planet, preferably alive. Even more specifically, what is Space Trip? PJ and his friends dressed up in silly costumes playing make-believe for an hour and a half. More specific! I don't know how much more specific I can be. More! What? When and where can I see this? We're starting out with a modest-sized tour performing at the following locations: Cambridge, Swindon, Cardiff, Peterborough, Leeds, Wolverhampton, Liverpool, Bristol, Oxford, Manchester, Brighton, and London. Why aren't you coming to my town /country /planet? Believe me, I would love to take this tour around the entire universe. So I thought it would be best to start small and then branch out a little bit further every time we do it. So do not worry, people from places, in the places that I did not say, you've not been forgotten about. I just want to do this tour the way that makes the most logical sense, which I know is not fun. No one likes logic. I actively throw logic out of the window on a daily basis, but for this tour, logic was apparently quite important. And so whilst I can't guarantee that it'll go to other places in the world, I just want you to know that that would be my goal. I would love to do that. It's just about figuring out the way to do it. And then hopefully we can perform on the furthest known planet known to man, Pluto. It's still a planet, to me anyway. How much will this cost me? General admission tickets are £17.50, and we're also offering a limited VIP ticket. There's more information on the ticket websites for what all of that entails, so please check it out. Anything else? No, not really. I think we covered everything. I do just want to say, however, a huge thank you to everybody who came and supported the Work in Progress shows in Brighton, and also a huge thank you to everybody who is considering coming to these shows as well. I'm kind of on this lifelong quest to keep creative storytelling alive by any means necessary, and so the opportunity to explore live as a medium to keep telling stories is just, I feel blessed, honestly. I'm just very grateful to have the opportunity to do things like this. I love performing, and performing live with real people and real reactions to bounce off of is a feeling like no other. It's incredible, honestly. Okay, I hope to see as many of you at the shows as possible. I'm sure there's going to be some updates along the way as my mind slowly plunges into madness whilst I spend sleepless nights gluing cardboard together. Seriously. All the info you need for this tour is in the description below. Head to that link to get yourself some tickets, and I'll see you guys in space. Bye!